Well, hello, it's Grace an Ancient Miniature Man here, and I've got a first of a few series of videos about 28mm ancient Iberians. So that is the people of the modern day Spain and Portugal. Quite a diverse group of people. Roughly speaking, you had the Iberians on the east coast, the Mediterranean coast, and the Celt-Iberians with a mixture of Iberian and Celtic influence through the centre and the northern parts of the Iberian Peninsula, and then some consider the Lusitani, sort of modern day Portugal and surrounds, as another separate group. Obviously quite a complex ethnicity and linguistic arrangement, but roughly shown here on the map. There were also the Greek city-states along the east coast, such as Saguntum and Emporium, and also Phoenician settlements along mostly the south coast, such as Gades, and then later Nova Carthage. The time frame I'm talking about really is during the First and Second Punic Wars, that is like 246 BC through to 201 BC roughly. So let's have a look at the figures. Initially, like the majority are Victrix, but there's a few other friends around. The Victrix are great. They're very expressive, very cool figures, lots of different poses, all quite active, attacking. I actually got the unarmoured, but I wanted the armoured, so I made a few of the round chest armours just out of green stuff and added them. Falcata there, big curved sword. This one is Victrix, but I've modified him quite a bit. I was hoping to, well, sort of basing him on a really cool casting room figure that I've seen a picture of, which I'm hoping to get at a later date. I don't know if anyone's had any experience with casting room recently. I've emailed them a few times about their figures and had no reply, so I'm just not 100% sure whether they're even still in business. I'll just show you the figures I'm talking about. They look awesome. They're metal and they're quite expensive, but you can see the one I've modelled that last figure on is this guy at the bottom left here. Not a very good representation of him, but yeah, they look great, so I'm hanging out to get some of them if I can. This one is Warlord Games, sorry. And I've tried my hand at doing some freehand shield designs. Actually quite enjoyed it. They're not too difficult with these Iberians because they're fairly colourful, symmetrical sort of shields in the main. This is obviously not one of mine. This is a Little Big Man Studio transfer. Warlord Games guy, and again I think I've certainly done the shield, painted that myself, and custom done the metal chest plate again. Right, so that, one more individual. No, I won't show him, I'll show these guys, a little group again of the two guys on the left are Victrix, the other one is a bit of a kit bash variety. And obviously those shields are the Little Big Man shields. Very distinctive, the Iberian troops, really cool. Obviously played a massive role in Hannibal's invasion of the Italian peninsula, the Iberians. So let's go to some of these. Oh no, one more group. This is the last group I've just completed actually. And again, mostly Victrix, although I have mixed them around a bit. For example, that guy has the body of a Carthaginian citizen with some Victrix, a few spare Victrix helmets. I've painted most of these shields. The back right is a Little Big Man. All the others I've painted myself. So they were really quite fun to paint. I did find one sort of trick that was useful to bring all the colours together and just make it all sort of mesh, was to do a light wash over the shield once you finish with some matte varnish, just mixed with a tiny bit of Army Painter soft tone. Just gave it a nice little sort of integration of all the colours. It worked quite well. Here's a variety of colours here. But as you see, when I'm going to do the specific little cultural groups, I've tried to keep the colour scheme fairly uniform. So first up would be the Lusitani on the west coast. There's some descriptions of Hannibal having sort of personal bodyguards, Lusitani, with big black cloaks, which is what I've modelled these guys on, and I've made those cloaks out of milliput. Didn't do a brilliant job, but anyway. So he's an Iberian general with his royal guard there. The bodies you might recognise actually Dacian, Victrix Dacians. And then one of the Iberian cavalry from Victrix. They're great. That's the Lusitani. What else have we got? Let's try the Cantabrians. So these were far up in the north, behind the mountains, Cantabrian mountains. The Romans fought a long, arduous battle with them after winning the Punic Wars to try to get control of most of the Iberian Peninsula, and the Cantabrians particularly tenacious. Fought a very strong guerrilla war really against them for many years, tied down many legions. And it's said that the Chi-Rho symbol became the symbol of the Roman Empire later on, had some origins in this symbol for the Cantabrians. Victrix obviously there, and one other, this guy I've done with the same banner. He is Warlord Games metal, and again custom done his shield. How about the Arevaci? They're in central Spain, somewhere around modern day Madrid I believe. Celt Iberians. Banner you might recognise from Rome 2 Total War. This being their banner. Their little big man studio shield transfers. Then, here we go next. Let's go for the Astures. Again, northwest corner of the Iberian Peninsula here. So neighbouring the Cantabrians. Or very close anyway. That logo I've made up for my mod for the game Hegemony 3. I've done a mod, Classical World, which I've done a YouTube video on, and that's the logo utilised in that. And then the last group is a group I've recently finished. We could call them the Turdetani from the south coast of the Iberian Peninsula. That's certainly the logo I've done on the flag, but I haven't obviously done a uniform colour scheme for these guys. I experimented, I haven't done this before, but I made this base where you can take them off, and it was actually pretty easy to make. I was surprised how easy it was. So you just so you have the base, put the wooden MDF circles in, do all the ground stuff around it, and then take the circles out. It did need a little bit of sanding and a little bit of scraping around to clear out some encroachment of the gravel and stuff, but generally it was pretty easy. I haven't magnetised them, which would be the next step in the evolution, but it's quite nice having them, that you can have them as a unit all together, or you can take them out individually and move them around a bit. You notice this guy as one of these unique Spanish spears. It was all metal, whole thing steel. They're very solid, very able to punch through just about any shield and armour. Very nasty. Another handmade, hand-painted shield design. You might recognise if you've got the Victrix ones, the picture on the front of the Victrix packet has that shield design, so I just copied it off that. And that. Few of these are actually the Numidians by, so here's a Numidian body by Warlord Games factory, and then with the Victrix head. They work very nicely together. So there you have it. That is my initial Iberians set. But stay tuned, I've got heaps more to do. I'm going to show, I've ordered some from First Corps, and I'm also waiting on the V&V Iberians, which look fantastic. I've got a group of Iberian Scutari in the making, and there were those casting room ones, and also there's these ones by Gripping Beast that I'm quite interested in getting hold of. Again, I've emailed them and haven't got any reply yet, but I might get my hands on them and do another video. So there's plenty more on the Iberians. Not only that, I've got a few other things coming. I'm still waiting on the Warlord Games Atlantic horses, as well as thinking about doing the Ligurians from northwestern Italy. I might do a small army of Ligurians soon. So all that in the pipeline. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that action, please like and subscribe and comment, particularly if you've got any clues about what's going on with that casting room. I'd love to hear it. All right, hope you're well. Catch you around. See ya.